like.
Hello guys, this is Mechanical Software Tutorials. Today we are going to see about properties. So in this class I am going to explain about properties of the drawing and objects, and how to utilize the properties, and how to know the properties and functions, and how to use that particular properties into another particular object line or drawings. Okay, so this is mostly helpful tool while doing big and large construction drawings and construction assemblies and machine drawings and too. Okay, so this is the topic and this is the things we are going to see in this tutorial 17. Okay, so basically, guys, I have mentioned all those things and that particular shortcut in this green color over there. Okay, so what are the basic properties for the particular line and object and drawings? Okay, see, I have mentioned over there colors and layers and line type and line weight and line properties and match properties. So match property is nothing but you have to match the a particular property which line or object have to match to another particular line or object to the function. Okay, so we will see that in detail one by one. So then text. So text also, what are the properties for particular text? In the sense, we can make or create a text in horizontal, that is nothing but angle 0, and angle aligned, I mean 60 degree, and like that I can also make the particular text. So and also the particular text which has a property of text height. Okay, you can make or create a text with height of like 60 and 50, like that you can also make the particular text with the height. Why? Because we have to read the particular text, in the sense if you're doing scaling and plotting, for that particular purpose we have to create the particular text with the help of or height of 50, 60, that should be readable, right? Okay, so the next thing also the match properties, and I have already told that, so we will see that in one by one. Okay, so see over there I have given some properties which has lines and circles. Okay, see here over the circle there, so this particular circle is not in a any color like that. This particular circle simply an object. Okay, so and also here over the line, that is also same that which I have explained the circle, right? So and also over there line is there, but the line which has constructed by the particular dimension function. So this particular dimension I have used some layer. So layer also the property. Okay, see I have selected this particular dimensional line, right? So just type PR, that is a shortcut to get access the properties. So PR enter, you will notice the dialog box over there. So this particular dialog box will show you all those things over right there. So what are the properties and functions this particular dimension style which you have selected? Okay, see over there, here is the color and indicated and layer. So layer is that is nothing but text layer. So this particular dimension style which has assigned to that particular text layer. Okay, so that is how. So we can also see all those function of properties. So if you want to see another thing in the sense, just press escape key and you will select the particular circle or whatever maybe you want to know the properties. Okay, so I have selected this particular circle and you can notice over there, so here and color and layer also there, and line type, scale, and transparency, and so many things you can notice in this particular properties bar. So I have just click this crosshair to get close or get out this from this dialog box. Okay, so and also I'm going to explain another properties. See here, I have selected this particular line. This line is over there on layer 0, so this line has been moved into this layer, and this is not like that. Simply this line has been drawn, and I forgot to say that this particular line, which has a line weight of 0.30, have mentioned. So I'm going to change this particular line weight up to 0.50. So you can see this line weight. So this line weight has been added 0.50. So like that, and this line is simple line which I'm going to explain about this practical things. And this line is also in same layer of 0, and this line type has been added. This line type is hidden type. Okay, so this is line weight, don't confuse it. This is line weight. This line weight is nothing but the line thickness has been added. Okay, so this line is line type. So what is the line type? In this is, there are plenty of line type is there. See, a line type is there, and other I can show that load. So this is the plenty of line type is there. So we can use the line types, depends upon the application. Okay, so whatever you want, I can choose that and click OK to get in this line type manager window, and you can select to use it up it. Okay, so just I have exited. So the next thing is text. So text is, I also mentioned that. So in this text we are going to make a particular angle or else. So simply type T to get text, and I'm going to pick some barrow point, and I have mentioned the text height. So I have to mention the text height. So what is that? So T to get text and pick a point. So in my command bar prompt, what is the text height? So text height I have mentioned in text style. Okay, so that is also told, right? I have mentioned previous tutorials. If you don't know that, please refer it. Okay, so I have given text height something, and I'm going to give a text angle of 45. So 45 in the sense, whatever I have text type, but okay, so and click away to get this and press escape. So what happened, this particular type text which I have typed, which created with an angle of 45 and the layer of dimension thing. So this is how, if you create anything, that will come under properties. So line, whatever color and layer style and layer type, all those things will come under properties. So for this thing, I'm going to explain that this texture height I have made it above 60° angle. Okay, and this text height thing is I have created with the layer and text height and angle of 0. So these are the things, this property of this particular text. Okay, this is how the properties. So many things over there. So not only these things, if you go into match one property to another property, you will get the exact function of match properties. Okay, match properties and properties. So simply I am going to show that match properties function and how it will be helpful to use in the particular drawings and functions. So, and another thing, I have a practical application drawing also there, so I will show you that. Before that, see this. So I'm going to type MA, so that is shortcut to access match properties. So then you have to select the source object in the sense which object property have to match another wanted object. Okay, so just I'm going to select this particular circle. So this is the my source object, so I have selected this particular circle. So which object you are going to match it? So that is nothing but select destiny object. So I'm going to select this particular object. So just I have clicked over there. So just click this object. So what happened, this particular property of circle, that is has been totally transformed to this particular circle. So what happened, this particular property is nothing but layer is text layer and color and all those things. So see guys, there is no particular properties transformation about dimension. So there is no dimensional changes and there is no dimensional properties will be transformed to particular object which you are going to select. So only properties, colors, line types, layers, like that, those type of properties only transformed to the destiny object. Okay, so not dimensions. Okay, don't confuse it. So see over here, I'm going to select same match property and I have select this particular line and destiny line is this. So what happened, this particular line property totally changed and transformed this destiny object. Okay, so same thing over here, this is the layer type dimension thing has been for this particular line. So I want to match this particular line into this particular layer style. So I want to match this. Okay, because this particular dimensional layer is not in exact, because all those dimensional things also should be in this dimensions layer. Okay, so unfortunately I have made this particular dimension style with the help of dimensional text layer. Okay, so but I have to match, have to made unique row, unique dimensional things. So most of industrial drawings it should be preferable. Okay, so it will also help you to do and finish the drawing in easy single shorted steps. Okay, so I'm going to use match properties. So MAC shortcut I have mentioned over there. So this is the match property shortcut. Okay, MA, and please select the your source. So here I have source of this particular dimensional layers type. So just I have selected this and I'm going to match this particular layer, that is destiny layer. So I have selected. What happened, the particular thing totally converted to into this particular layer which I have selected as a destiny. Okay, so simply I'm going to select this particular layer. I'm going to made its precision as 0. So you can select over there precision and make it as 0. So no, I don't want exact precision about 2 decisions. Okay, simply I have made it like this. So I want to match all those cases for this particular drawing. So simply match property, select this and I can select to get all those precision about 61. So this is the property. Okay, so I can also match it. So same thing, match properties, I'm going to use line weight. So I want to this particular line weight property for this line. So select this particular line, source object, and simply click to place it. So and also I want this particular line also which has that line weight which I have selected. Same thing, I want this particular line. So simply you can select to get that exact line weight. Okay, and also a match property and same thing, select this particular hidden line type. I want to this particular line, this is that's also selected. See what the change is happening here is the total property of the line which is going to add this particular destiny line, because what is the property, this color is white and layer is also 0 and also the thing is line type is hidden type. Okay, that is what the change I'm going to made over there. Okay, so same thing, match properties and text height. So text height which I have made 60 degree. Okay, and I had also want to match the particular 60 degree. Okay, so what another change added here is and text of a layer which is used in green color of object line layer which I has used. Okay, so and also the thing is the color of the layer also has been added. Simply I am going to change. So change this particular text into text layer. Okay, so the color has been added. Simply I am going to match the property and select this particular text, and also I am going to match with this destiny text. So what happened, the angle has been no changed because the degree of thing which I have made 60 degree. But what happened, the green color changes into yellow. Why? Because that property is nothing but layer property. So that layer property totally added to in this particular text. See here, a text I'm going to reduce small. Okay, so and also I'm going to match the property and select this particular text. I'm going to match this text into thing. So what happened, this text height has been added into this text and also the text layer also added in this text, and also the thing angle of text, that is nothing but horizontally 0, that is also has been added in this particular destiny source. Okay, this is how this properties and properties function will help you to do and know the properties about the particular object which you have selected. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to explain about how this property and match property function will help you to do an industrial drawing or simple practical example I'm going to show now. Okay, see, this is the example diagram I have for you. See, in this case the same diagram I have made it, but I have totally changed in the all those things in the single layer. Okay, so but I want to make this particular diagram exactly about this particular drawing which I has made it perfectly in this right side. So simple thing, match properties, you can use it. So select the dimensional things. So in this particular dimensional things I have to match all those dimensions. Okay, simply select this particular source dimension style and you can select the all those styles which you have to match it. So I'm going to select the all those things. So I got this exactly about the particular dimensional functions. So okay, so the next thing I have to match the object function. So match properties, simply select any one of object thing as to match the property to destiny. So these are the objects are my object line layer should be. So I have selected and matched the exact profile about this thing by using match property. Same thing I have to balance about the center lines. So same thing, match properties, I have selected this particular thing. I'm going to match the all those center line diagrams. Okay, see, I have to select it, I have matched it. So unfortunately I have missed the this particular circle have to match this particular object line thing. So simply use match properties and select to and select the destiny. So this is how will help you to do all those things. So this is simple and small component. So when you go with the larger assemblies and large industrial drawings, you should be preferable and you should know to how to use the match properties tool to match the a particular object or line which should be the same. Okay, so if you know this thing, you can reduce the time and you can easily sort out and you can save the time to done this many things in this simple way. Okay, so this is how the properties will help you to do most of industrial drawings and even practical and practice drawings. I suggest you and I prefer for you guys, while practicing these kind of things, you should use this. Okay, so then on hands-on experience you will get one by one practice, you will be familiar with those things. Okay, so I hope you guys you like this thing. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Okay guys, I will come up with another tutorial with good information. Okay, bye.